Now, this is the most compelling way that you can handle Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and the Judgment Day storyline. Now, before we get started, if you're new to the channel, welcome to Hear These Thoughts. Hit that subscribe button and the bell next to it to get an update every time I upload a video. If you like what I'm saying, if you rock with me, give me a like. If not, let me know in the comment section. I love to hear what each and every one of you guys have to say. I really, really do. Now, a couple of you guys have asked me, who should win in this match between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for that beautiful World Heavyweight Championship belt? Now, I'll let you guys know that in a few seconds, but I want to say this, that this whole feud so far has been entertaining and I have been loving it so far. We've all been witnessing Finn Balor go down this psychotic downward spiral of obsession for that World Heavyweight Championship belt and to get back at Seth Rollins. And this has been really good for Finn Balor. Honestly, this is one of the greatest storylines he's had at WWE so far, in my personal opinion, and the closest he's been to Prince Devitt. Now, as far as the match itself, who should win? In my personal opinion, to create the most compelling story, I feel like that you have to have Finn Balor win that championship belt. Now, I know some people are going to say this, whoa. Seth Rollins just got that belt. He worked hard for it. He deserves it. All these different things, and I agree with you completely, but the thing is that Seth Rollins have proved to us in loss he can still look amazing. We can just look back at his feud against Cody Rhodes, right? He still came out the other end of that looking amazing, and Seth Rollins is pretty solidified. He's pretty valid. He's had almost every championship belt a single men's competitor can have in WWE, excluding the 24/7 championship and that ketchup and mustard championship belt that Roman Reigns has at this moment. And the only thing he's missing right now is to have that great WrestleMania main event moment at the end of the night that he has been wanting. And I think taking the title off of him gives the creative team an opportunity to breathe and to slowly build up a storyline to make sense for him to have that match at WrestleMania. And it could be against Roman Reigns. Who knows? That would be cool because he did have that interview where he talked about Roman Reigns. So if this thing goes full circle again, I think this will be a great year and a half for Seth Rollins, in my personal opinion. And for Finn Balor, for fans of his like me, this would be great for him. We all know that it's going to go full circle, but Finn Balor also only had 6 championship runs, 2 in which were NXT titles. One of that is a, asterisk title run, which was the short one for the Universal Championship belt. So I think at this time, he definitely deserves it. Now, when this match is all over between him and Seth Rollins, however way it goes, have him win, hold the championship belt high into the sky, and have Damian Priest slide into the ring. Let him come in by himself, holding the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now have Finn Balor look at him in shock, like, yo, this is about to happen right now. I'm about to lose everything that I've been going crazy for in this moment by someone in my own faction. And then have Finn Balor look at the briefcase. Damian Priest looks down at the briefcase. He picks it up, have the referee stand on the side of them waiting for it in case he decides to cash it in. Have him lift it up and then put it back down and shake Finn Balor's hand and have Finn Balor have this sigh of relief like, thank you, God, that this man is not trying to take this moment away from us. Now, as time goes on, you can have Finn Balor kind of like how Lord of the Rings is. When people get the ring, they get obsessed, they go crazy. Have Finn Balor just go crazy while having this title, being obsessed with it to the point where he thinks in his mind that he's better than everybody else, especially Damian Priest, because he's the only person I would believe at that time who doesn't have a title. Have him feel like he's making these decisions, or have Finn Balor make these decisions that the Judgment Day don't agree with. They're like, who is this guy? What is he doing? Why is he taking these things too far? Why is he acting like that towards us? We're his best friends. He's treating us differently. And then have him hang out with JD a lot more. And they're like, what is happening here? So have the Judgment Day have an intervention with Finn Balor over time, because they're like, hey, you're our best friend. You're part of the stable. He's part of this group. What is going on? We don't like what you're becoming. And I remember when we used to run WWE, but you're making decisions without us. You're disappearing. We can't find you anymore. You're treating us like we're beneath you. And for some reason, you keep hanging out with JD, but not telling us what's going on. We tried to meet this guy and he doesn't want to talk to us. So they're kind of having an intervention with Finn Balor due to his addiction to this belt. And Finn Balor's like, I haven't changed. You guys haven't changed. You guys haven't accepted the fact that I'm a champion now. And they say that about everybody. Once you make it big, people don't want to act the same around it. You guys are changing. Now, come to find out, the reason why Finn Balor is talking to JD is for some insurance, because he doesn't trust Damian Priest. JD comes out every time Finn Balor comes out to make sure if Damian Priest decides to cash in that Money in the Bank briefcase, JD is there to stop it at any point in time. But he doesn't reveal this to the group. He just lets the group know, hey, he's cool. He's with me. And we all know that they have history. JD and Finn Balor. Finn Balor used to be his teacher and trainer. And they had this match at NXT UK. And the list goes on and on and on. Now, after that attempted and failed intervention, you should have Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio talk to Damian Priest backstage like, hey, you have to cash this Money in the Bank briefcase in, because we're seeing how this title is infecting the mind of Finn Balor. We don't want to do this to him because we don't want him to be great. We just have to take this away from him because he's changing. We can't recognize who he is anymore. He used to be our best friend. We used to run WWE, but with him being this way, we don't know who he is anymore. You have to do this for him and for the group. It'll be for the betterment of everybody. And Damian Priest is a little reluctant because he's like, I don't want to do this to Finn Balor. I don't want to do this to the group either. So he's kind of contemplating the two in his head. Now, at the next major pay-per-view, which could be a Survivor Series, which I hope it is because I might be there, at Survivor Series, okay? Finn Balor comes out to wrestle against somebody. I can't think of who would make sense at that point in time, but someone who is, who earned it, okay? The weird thing is that he's coming out by himself. Up until now, he's always come out with JD. Every single time, but for some reason, JD is missing. Finn Balor is looking around like, where's JD? He's like, okay, it is what it is. I gotta have this match. Now, during the end of the match, you see Damian Priest come down the ramp, right? And Finn Balor is looking at the briefcase and getting distracted, and then he loses his title to that person that's in the ring. The whole purpose of Damian Priest coming out is to try to help Finn Balor in case somebody does anything, but he has to carry that briefcase everywhere he goes. So, Finn Balor seeing that, it's going to distract him because he's thinking, again, he's going to lose the thing that he's obsessed with, kind of like a 10-time worse situation. Remember Ciampa when he was NXT, when he called his title Goldie? It's kind of going to be like that. Now, with Finn Balor losing that championship belt, Damian Priest realized like, oh, I gotta cash this in now because we have to bring this belt back to the Judgment Day. He cashes it in, he wins that title, then all of a sudden he's the World Heavyweight Champion. Now on that Monday following that pay-per-view, you can have Finn Balor just show up. And Damian Priest is like, hey, what's going on? And they're backstage at this moment. Damian Priest is like, what? Hey, are you okay? Because I haven't heard from you from almost a day. And Finn Balor is like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just, reflecting, trying to figure everything out. I haven't seen JD. I don't know what's going on with him. I haven't heard from him anymore. And I realize how bad I've been towards you guys. And I want to just change who I am. And I want to apologize. And I also want to say congratulations on getting that title. You absolutely deserve it. You're my best friend, and et cetera, et cetera. And then you have Damian Priest like, wow, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry that it didn't work out the way that you wanted to work out, but we had to do this because we care about you, man. You're our best friend. We don't want you to go down this road. And now we can go back to running Monday Night Raw. You don't need JD. We're here. We're your family. We got your back. Don't worry about any of that stuff. And Finn Balor was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, as Damian Priest tries to walk away, Finn Balor stops him and says, hey, as your best friend, I got to be honest with you. You know, and I know, if you did not come down that ramp with that briefcase, I will still be champion right now. I would definitely be the World Heavyweight champion right now. Now, as my best friend, what you should do as a standing up best friend, you should let me have a rematch tonight on Monday Night Raw for that championship belt. It's only fair. And Damian Priest is like, whoa. I can't give you a rematch tonight because I already told the person that I cashed the Money in the Bank briefcase on that I would give them a rematch just to be... This is be the right way of doing it. I don't like winning it the way that I want it, but I can't help it. But that's the rules. But I told the person, hey, I respect you enough so that we can have a straight up one-on-one match tonight at Monday Night Raw. Now, Finn Balor is like, okay, I get it. And whenever you decide to do it, let's just have it. If not, then it's fine. You see Damian Priest walk away, but you see Finn Balor in his head. That psychotic mentality is starting to come back. It's starting to take over. He's turning into Bilbo Baggins at that point. Now, at this point, we should be very close to Royal Rumble, and Finn Balor is even still obsessing with the belts to the point to where the Judgment Day, whenever they have a segment on TV, he's staring at Damian Priest's belt as opposed to paying attention to what's happening. And Damian Priest is like, you know what? I was going to give you a title match at Royal Rumble just because you're my best friend. But the way that I see you're acting, you're going back to the way that you used to be. I can't give this to you. And this is happening probably at SmackDown before Royal Rumble. I don't even know the brand split is still going to happen. It really doesn't happen right now anyway. And then Finn Balor has a hard time accepting that. Then you have Damian Priest have his championship defense at Royal Rumble. After the match is over, have Finn Balor and JD beat up Damian Priest so much, injure him so much that he has to relinquish the title due to injuries. Have Finn Balor go into a tournament, win that championship belt, and then if Seth Rollins isn't facing him at WrestleMania to win that title, to go back full circle, which I think will be a great storyline. I don't know who at that point in time, because that's months from now, so maybe they could build up another person who's great. Maybe it's LA Knight, who knows? I don't know. But have a person that where it makes sense by taking the title off of Finn Balor at WrestleMania. You know, whoever wins the Royal Rumble, or if they want to, after Damian Priest heals up, to go back and get his revenge, that will be a great storyline for that as well. But that's as far as I've gone with this, as far as thinking this whole thing out. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Salute. Peace. Have a good day.